Okay, so you decided that you wanted to start selling on Amazon. So the next step is how to create the Amazon seller account. So that's exactly what we're gonna do in this video. I'm gonna show you step by step. So what you're gonna wanna do first is go to Google and type in Seller Central account, and this is gonna pull up the website. You're gonna wanna click sellercentral.amazon.com. It's gonna bring up to this page where you can start selling with Amazon. Now, you gotta be careful here because there's two ways you can create your seller account here. So if you hit sign up, underneath it says $39.99 plus the selling fees. So let's go ahead and break this down, because when I first started selling on Amazon, I was conflicted as there were two ways. So I have this screen right here in terms of the standard selling fees, and there's two plans, right? The individual account is if you just want to see what Amazon is all about. But if you do want to take it a little bit more seriously, you do have the business account, whether that's part-time or you do want to do it full-time. If you know you are going to sell more than 40 items per month, I would just go ahead and sign up for the professional account, because that's going to offset all the fees. Because if you do the individual plan, Amazon's going to take out $1 every time you sell an item. So if you do sell more than 40 items per month, then the professional account pretty much pays off for itself. And if you didn't know, my name is Lester. I used to have a 9-to-5 job. Now I've been selling on Amazon for 3 years now full-time, and I've sold over $2 million in total sales. So yeah, rewind back 3 years ago, I was in the same conflict, fork in the road, where either professional or individual, but I knew I wanted to take this seriously. Even though I just started part-time, then eventually transitioned to full-time, I had the commitment that I wanted to do this. So I just went ahead and go with the professional. But again, if you just want to try it out, no fees or anything, individual is perfect for you. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the process of just how to do the professional, because with the individual, it's going to cover a lot of the basic things. The professional is going to help a lot if someone's, what they need, LLC, in terms of the credit cards, so on and so forth. So the beautiful thing about this is that Amazon gives you flexibility. As they say here, there's no need to worry about selecting the right plan. You can switch or cancel anytime. So that's a good thing here. And again, if you go through the pricing section here, it's going to break down exactly what are the difference, the pros and cons. So we'll go ahead and sign up for the professional at the bottom here, and let's get started. So you're going to run into this page here. If you don't have an Amazon account already, go ahead and create one. So let's just pretend in this situation I didn't have one. So I'll go ahead and create my Amazon account. So we're going to type in my personal info here, and let's do that. All right, guys, so once you fill it in, it's gonna look exactly like this. You have your name, the email address that you're gonna use. This is gonna be your login here, and of course your password. Then you're gonna hit next, okay? Now we have to solve this little puzzle here. This is an interesting one, never had this. So place the dot at the end of the car's path, okay? So, okay, cool, we're good. Now it's gonna send me a notification in my email. Let's go ahead and verify that real quick.
2 seconds later.
Okay, guys, I got the email here. Let's go ahead and verify in the computer. So it is 9/4/2026. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Now we're gonna add our mobile phone number. Okay, that's gonna help. Just again, verification. So you're gonna wanna fill this out. All right, what is it?
2490.
All right, guys, once you put in your mobile phone number, it's gonna send you another verification. So you can see what the pattern is going on here. Of course, my number is going to be blocked here. So this is the OTP code we have right here. Let's go ahead and create that Amazon seller account for your next step. All right, so cool. Welcome, here's what we need to expect. They are letting us know that we need some documents for verification. So you can either use your driver's license, your passport. If you do live international, meaning outside USA, you're gonna wanna use your passport at this point just for verification. You're gonna need that at the end over here. Then we're gonna verify that, as we had talked about. From my experience, when I first created my Amazon seller account, I had like a Zoom call. I had to like hold up my license in front of the camera for them to just, verify that what I'm submitting is my real information, just because they're gonna wanna filter out the sellers that are fraudulent, selling fake items or whatever their bad intentions are. So that is the purpose of it. So it's good to understand that. Like, why is Amazon making us go through all these hoops? But that is the reason. Okay, so then after that, after you verified, of course, we are good to go. So as you can see right here, government issued your passport. And another thing is you're gonna want is a separate bank account that you're gonna wanna create for your business, right? If you're gonna wanna take this seriously, and a credit card statement. If you don't have a credit card statement, if you open up a bank account, you can get a debit card, you can simply use that, okay? So that may take a couple days. before you do this. Then of course a credit card or a debit card. Again, when I first started, I had everything under my personal. Again, it's not a big deal. You can always switch it out later, like what I did, because I did it about 8 months later. That's actually when I started creating my LLC and stuff like that. And of course, mobile, we already did that. So let's go ahead and begin right here, okay? So in terms of the next page here, business information, select the country where you are from. I am here in the United States, but wherever you may be located, go ahead and do that. Now, business type's gonna select. So when I first did this, I didn't have a business, okay? So I put none, I'm an individual, okay? So you can do that, or you can do a privately owned business if you have an LLC already. State-owned business, that's a much more bigger company there, publicly listed, that's like a Fortune 500, like an Apple, Google, so on and so forth, okay? Then of course, charity, if you are a charity, that's pretty self-explanatory there. So let's go ahead and privately owned business, and in the situation, let's just say we have an LLC. But again, if you don't have one, certainly go with the none. I'm an individual. All right, so let's go ahead and type in our business information here. Let's go ahead and type in Lester Amazon Storefront LLC, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and put the information in there. Even though it says confirm my business location and information, stuff like that, I've had, other Amazon sellers out there that had moved from a different state. So obviously they had to change their information. So you just want to confirm that the information at the moment is accurate. But of course, if you move, you can always change that. So that's a lot of confusion here. We're not trying to make this difficult. We just want to remove as much friction as possible so we can get going, okay? So the next step is we're going to put in our business information here. So as you can see, we have our name there already. Company registration name. Basically what it is the Unified Social Credit Code found in your business license. A business license is a permit issued by the government agency and stuff like that. So that's basically your EIN number. So if you type in EIN in Google there, it's the first thing that's gonna pop up with the IRS. If you have an LLC, it is free to create and apply to get your EIN number. That's basically your credit score in terms for your business equivalent. So the process is super easy. The EIN is something that you're gonna want. It's pretty much a requirement if you're gonna apply for a business credit card. That's pretty much your credit score for your business, okay? And if you don't have an LLC, the best website to do this, this is what I've used, is LegalZoom, okay? So once you go to LegalZoom, you can create your LLC here. This is pretty much the easiest way to do it. They pretty much hold your hands through the whole entire process to make it easier. So after you create the LLC, get the EIN, then you're gonna want to put the information here. So what we're gonna do next is to register our business address here. When I first started selling on Amazon 3 years ago, I actually lived in a studio apartment down in high-rise downtown Miami. So, that's no problem. Wherever your business is located, you can put it in there, even though it's an apartment, house, right? A residential, I'd say. You don't have to technically have a commercial address per se. So you can put it in here. Again, I started in an apartment, right? You can see right here. So go ahead and hit that info and hit next. Okay, this up here, okay? So after we're done with the business information, we're gonna go put in our personal information. This is the same thing if you went with the individual account. This is gonna be the same process, pretty self-explanatory. Your name, last name, citizenship, country of birth, so on and so forth, your residential address. It can be the same as your business, okay? And down here at the bottom, it's good to pick the right one here. Confirm if primary contact person is if you are the person that is gonna be doing Amazon, of course, is the legal and the beneficial owner of the business, okay? So you're gonna wanna click that, and then of course, yes here if you are the only person. But if you have like, let's say a split joint with a partner and stuff like that, then you're gonna want to hit no, okay? Then of course you're gonna hit confirm and go next into the next page. So after you complete your personal information, we are going to go to the payment information that's going to be associated to pay our monthly seller fees of $40 per month with the professional account, okay? So we're going to need the following: a bank account number, okay? Then we have the primary contact business info, which we already provided. Then the statements from your bank to just verify again, okay? So, and of course the credit card or debit card that you're gonna wanna use. I do recommend using a credit card. It's much more official in terms of Amazon's point of view, okay? So if you have a credit card, highly recommend using that over a debit card. And you should have a credit card anyhow versus a debit card, just because you have that buffer if anything does happen to your information. information. So next, you're gonna wanna add a bank account information right here, okay? So whatever the institution or bank, you're just gonna provide the information here. All right, so I had put my bank information here. So the next step, as you can see the pattern here, is that Amazon is gonna require verification. So they do this by having you upload a bank statement later in the registration process. So if you don't have a separate business bank account and you might have to create one today or tomorrow, whatever it may be, you can always come back to wherever it left off in order for you to continue for the next process. But if you went ahead with the individual account, I'm sure you have a credit card, so you can just go through with this process immediately, okay? So let's go ahead and hit continue since I already had that information there. And next, we're gonna take care of the payment information of our monthly subscription fee for the professional account. For the individual account, right, the dollar fee that I had taken is after you had, after you sell an item. So for example, if you sell this iPhone here, after the customer had paid, then that's when they are going to deduct the $1 fee. But with the subscription, it's monthly. So that's why if you don't have any sales going on at the moment, like your first month or so, they're gonna take out the information from your credit card. However, if you have a bunch of sales going on, let's say you have $1,000 in sales, they're just gonna deduct the $40 from there and not necessarily from your credit card. The credit card's more of like a backup if you don't have any sales, which is expected in the first few months selling on Amazon. So now for the fun part, we're gonna create our Amazon store after we put our credit or / debit card information. The store name is something that you can also change anytime. I've changed my store name, I don't know, like 5+ times. So something that we don't have to worry. You don't have to create the name and spend an hour on it. You can just type in a name there. So let's go ahead and type in, my store name. Let's say Lester General Store, okay? So however you want it to be there, you can get creative. Okay, so the first question they're gonna ask you at the bottom is, do you have universal product code, UPCs, for all your products? And the answer to this is going to be yes. Whether that's, reselling name brand products, right? Like Lego, Nike, Lululemon, they all have UPCs on the barcode, okay? If you are doing wholesale, bulk purchasing, the products you're gonna be buying are gonna have UPCs. If you are doing a private label, like your own brand, you're gonna have UPCs that you're gonna have to get, like a barcode. So the answer to that is yes, okay? Now, do you have any diversity certification, whatever in here that fits in, okay, that you wanna wish to add? I don't have it, but if you do, for example, like, like a charity might be something, might fit in this category. So I'll hit no for mine, but of course, if it applies to your account, you're gonna hit yes. Then of course, do you own a brand or do you serve as an agent, rep, or manufacturer of a brand for any of the products? So if you are, then hit yes. For my business, I just resell name brand products, right? I buy them low and sell them high. You might be interested in that. So let's go ahead and hit no, or you can do some of them. It's very flexible here, but at the moment we don't have a brand. We're gonna be reselling. So hit next here. The next page here is pretty much all your personal and business information. So for mine, it's gonna be blurred out here, because identity and address verification is just basically confirming that what you had put is exactly what it is, okay? Then at the bottom, it's gonna require you to upload those documents. For the driver's license document here, you have the front and the side. Simply take a photo from your phone, send it to yourself, email it, and make sure you have the front and the back. Then the proof of address is your bank account statement or your credit card, whichever you have access with. I didn't even know they can do the credit card, because when I first started, they only had the bank option. So it's kind of nice that they have the credit card option, because I know it's easier to get that, okay? Driver's license document, that's what I had put. Of course, if you applied for a passport, it's gonna ask you for your passport's information here to get uploaded. So as you can see, verification is important. And why is it needed? Let's go ahead and answer that. It's because to prevent fraudulent sellers to just keep creating a new account and another new account, right? Amazon's gonna wanna verify that what you're putting in here, that you are a real person, that you're not just making an account left and right and selling bad products or fake products to customers. And again, it's just to protect the marketplace all in all, so that way everyone keeps the trust on Amazon, because everyone pretty much shops at Amazon now, and we wanna keep that reputation as us sellers and serve the customers that way. The biggest question is, how will you know if you are verified? And the only way you will know is that Amazon is going to send you a confirmation email. Now, I don't have the exact, or anyone do know the exact answer of how long that will take, right? It can take to a couple days if your information lines up. It could take a few weeks. Mine took about just over a week. The one thing you don't want to do is pester Amazon customer service. Just let it do its thing. Of course, if it's been longer, like maybe a month or so, then maybe contact them, see what's going on. But you're gonna hear from them way before that. So I would say give it a week, 7 to 10 business days, and that does not include the weekend. 7 to 10 business days, you guys. So yeah, it's close to a week and a half, and that's how you will know if you get verified, is just to, wait for that email. Be patient, do something else, whether that's to create an account, start sourcing for products. I have a bunch of videos on my channel if you want to get a leg or get started with that, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much it. After you're all verified, you're just gonna pretty much be ready to start sending stuff on Amazon FBA, which is the exciting part. You get to source, you get to find products and start your journey here. And again, it's crazy that I started this journey for me 3 years ago, and now fast forward doing this full time and having the flexibility and getting to really reap the benefits here, because at first, like, just creating this account was just overwhelming and stuff. And so a video like this will be helpful for you guys. But if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to comment down below. We have a free Discord community. The link's gonna be down below as well, with our free newsletter. And guys, if you wanna learn how to start sourcing to find products for your Amazon FBA business, check this video out right here. Thank you so much. Catch you in the next one.